And now let's welcome to the stage the next performance of class 9A.
Xin được cảm ơn màn trình diễn của lớp 8D. Và nếu các bạn yêu thích tiết mục của lớp 8D, hãy viết tên lớp viết tên lớp trên phiếu bình chọn và gửi về cho ban tổ chức. Và sau đây, chúng ta sẽ cùng chào đón màn trình diễn tới từ lớp 9A. Và ngay sau lớp 9A sẽ là lớp 7B.
Countries in the world. Mentioning England, people think of their diverse cuisine, interesting festivals, and rich literature. There's also one of the most famous English writers and also the most well-known playwright, William Shakespeare. Shakespeare creations are mostly inspired by English folklore, and you know one of the most brilliant of his play is Romeo and Juliet.
Once upon a time, in an ancient citadel called Verona, two clans encountered each other. However, the descendants of the two leaders fell in love.
Juliet, the Capulet leader's daughter, who is considered the most beautiful and elegant girl in Verona.
And Romeo, a Montague young master who was a chivalrous, gentleman-like person. And their story starts here.
Colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, watching you all of my doubt suddenly goes away. Suddenly goes away. Step closer. And I said, oh, you're
Right after the party, Romeo came to Juliet's room balcony to declare his love for Juliet, the lady he loved at first sight.
I'll be the prince and I'll be the princess.
And surprisingly, she accepted it.
Despite the hatred of Capulet and Montague, Romeo and Juliet secretly held the wedding under the laurels, the most honorable press in their place.
And at this time, the tragedy begins. Due to a conflict, Romeo stabbed Juliet's brother, Tiba, to death.
Right after that, Romeo was expelled by the love of Verona. He and Juliet were both very sad to be apart.
As if Romeo and Juliet's love was broken when Romeo left, Juliet was forced to marry Paris by her father.
Juliet pleased for the help of Prince Lawrence. The prince gave her a dose of sleeping pills which would make her seem like a dead person. The prince will notify Romeo to save her from the Capulet's crypt.
The next day, everyone thought Juliet was dead, so the funeral was held. Hearing the news of his lover's death, Romeo immediately came to Verona.
On the way back, he bought a dose of poison for himself. At the crypt, he met Paris, who was coming to visit Juliet. Romeo stabbed Paris to death and then drank poison, took his own life according to his lover.
As soon as Romeo died, Juliet's poison rained out of effect. She woke up and saw the corpse of Romeo. Juliet took Romeo's sword and took her own life.
Both clans admitted that their hatred had led to the death of their children. Through Juliet and Romeo's separation, Shakespeare had left a love full of regrets.
And that's the end of our performance.
Thanks for your attention.
I'll be the princess, I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say.
Thanks a lot, Class 9A, for your really great performance.